It's time for Political Empire. This is Jeff Horseman with the Press Enterprise and PE.com. Governor Jerry Brown's budget plan proposes the continued suspension of dozens of state mandates on local government, plus some new ones. Now, this saves the state hundreds of millions of dollars because they don't have to reimburse local governments, and it gives cities and counties the option of now providing this service. In practice, though, no one's real happy about the situation, and here to talk about it is our Sacramento reporter, Jim Miller. So, Jim, can you talk about the concept of a state-mandated program that local governments receive reimbursement for?
Sure. Well, this is a program that dates from the mid-1970s. And since then, the way it works is when the legislature passes a law and the governor signs it, as the law takes effect, some local governments will contend that this is something that the state is forcing them to do, and they will do what is called filing a test claim with the Commission on State Mandates, and that begins kind of a years-long process. It takes, can take up to 4 or 5 years to determine whether it is in fact a mandate, and then if it is, what the state should reimburse for. So that's kind of the origins of the program.
All right, so how's it worked?
Well, not well. I think all sides of the local governments and their supporters are saying, look, we put in for these mandates a lot of time. Up until 2004, the mandates would get deferred, meaning they would the locals would still have to provide them, but they wouldn't get reimbursed. It would be a case of the meter still running, though, on their claim, so maybe eventually they get reimbursed. Since 2004, though, the government, the state, has had the ability to suspend mandates, which meant that the local government doesn't actually have to provide the service because they're not going to get reimbursed for it. In practice, however, there's been no instance of a local government canceling a service, some of which are quite popular, such as keeping dogs and stray cats for longer in the pound. So no local government has actually canceled a mandate that the state's not reimbursing. So, and then on the state side of things, you have some who say, look, local governments are inflating their reimbursement claims, and these are things that cities and counties should be doing on their own anyway, whether or not the state tells them to.
All right, so what comes next with all this?
Well, the compromise budget legislation includes several hundred million dollars in saved mandate costs. That package is supposed to be voted on by Saturday, June 15th, which is the deadline for the state to approve a spending plan.
All right, well, thank you very much, Jim. Appreciate your explanation, and thank you for watching Political Empire. We'll see you next time.